Hello, my name is Angela Carmen. Today is September 17th, 2017, and today I'll be discussing the function and structure of epithelial, connective, muscle, and nervous tissue. First, I'm going to start with epithelial tissue. So epithelial tissues line the cavities and surface of blood vessels and organs throughout the body. Epithelial tissues protect the body by forming a layer of cells that act as a barrier between internal and external environments. All epithelial cells have a basal lamina. Functions of epithelial cells include secretion, selective absorption, protection, transcellular transport, and sensing. There are three principal cell shapes associated with epithelial cells: squamous epithelium, cuboidal epithelium, and columnar epithelium. There are three ways of describing the layering of epithelium. There's simple, stratified, and pseudostratified. There are 5 different types of epithelia categorized by function. Ciliated, which is found in the upper respiratory tract and female reproductive tract. Exchange, which is found in the lungs and vessels. Protective, which is found on the skin and mouth. And secretory, which is found in exocrine glands such as sweat, saliva, and the pancreas. And endocrine glands, which include the thyroid and gonads. And then there's transporting, which is found in the intestines, kidneys, and some exocrine glands. Next, I'll be talking about connective tissues. Connective tissue is the most abundant, widely distributed, and varied type. Connective tissue provides support for internal tissues and organs. It includes fibrous tissue, fat, cartilage, bone marrow, and blood. Connective tissues often bind other organs together, hold organs in place, cushion them, and fill space. Types of connective tissues include loose connective tissues, dense connective tissue, adipose tissue, blood, and supporting connective tissues. Connective tissue has 3 main components: cells, fibers, and ground substance. Together, the ground substance and fibers make up the extracellular matrix. Cartilage and bone are specialized forms of connective tissue. Blood is considered a connective tissue because it has a matrix. The organic portion of protein fibers found in connective tissues are either collagen, elastic, or reticular fibers. Collagen fibers provide strength to the tissue. Elastic fibers provide flexibility to the tissue. Reticular fibers consist of thin strands in collagen that form a network of fibers to support the tissue and other organs to which it is connected. Connective tissue can be found beneath skin, around the kidneys, heart, eyes, breast, and between the ribs and sternum. Next, I will be talking about muscle tissues. Muscle tissue provides posture and body support, locomotion, and heat production. Muscle tissue has 4 characteristics that play a role in maintaining homeostasis. Excitability is the ability to receive and respond to stimuli. Stimuli initiate nerve impulses, which are interpreted by the brain and spinal cord and transmitted back to the muscles, causing them to respond. Contractility is the ability to shorten and thicken or contract when a sufficient stimulus is received. This characteristic distinguishes muscle tissue from other types of tissue. Extensibility is the ability to stretch or extend. Elasticity is the ability of muscle to return to its original shape after contraction or extension. There are 3 types of muscle tissues: skeletal, cardiac, and smooth muscles. Skeletal muscle moves bones and other structures. Skeletal muscle is found attached to and covering bones. Cardiac muscle contracts the heart to pump blood. Cardiac muscle is located in the walls of the heart. The smooth muscle tissue that forms organs like the stomach and bladder changes shape to facilitate bodily functions. Smooth muscle is located in the walls of hollow internal organs, such as the intestines, stomach, urinary bladder, respiratory passages, and blood vessels. And last, I will be discussing the central nervous system. So the central nervous system is made up of the spinal cord in the brain and is the central processing center for all the stimuli. Peripheral nervous tissue consists of nerve made of nerve cells called neurons. Nerves extend all over the body from the tips of the fingers to internal organs. Glial cells are also considered nervous tissue. They surround neurons to provide biochemical support for the neurons. Neural tissue is specialized for the conduction of electrical impulses. They convey information or instruction from one region of the body to another. Examples of nervous tissue include the brain, spinal cord, and the peripheral nervous system. Nerve tissue is composed of neurons, which are specialized cells able to react to stimuli by sending a signal down a long strand of cell known as an axon. All these systems regulate and control various functions in the body. Thank you for listening. Have a good evening.